And now for our top focus this hour. The West Bengal Governor C.V. Ananda Bose is visiting violence-hit areas of Murshidabad, particularly Shamsherganj today, to assess the situation following clashes. Now, this follows yesterday's visit to Malda, where he met displaced victims from Murshidabad who had fled after protests against the Waqf Amendment Act had turned violent over the weekend. Now, the governor will assess the law and order situation on the ground, meet with the families of the victims, and submit recommendations for restoring peace in the region. Chief Minister Malda had earlier urged the Governor Bose to defer his proposed visit to Murshidabad, stating that the situation was gradually returning to normal and confidence-building measures were underway. However, the governor had emphasized the need for immediate verification of the on-ground situation. Remember, 3 people had been killed during the violence, and as far as action is concerned, over 250 arrests have been made until now. Now, this is the latest as far as the political movement that we're seeing in connection with the Murshidabad violence. Remember, all of this had essentially erupted because of the Waqf Amendment Act. There were protests over the changes made in that particular act. Now, remember, that act has been turned into a law. The President Draupadi Murmu had given her assent just last week itself after it was passed in both houses of the Parliament, the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. But in connection with the Murshidabad violence, in significant action, over 250 arrests had been made. Over the weekend, there were thousands that had participated in the violence. The police were also attacked, stones were pelted, vehicles were torched. Those are the visuals you can see on your screens at this point. Now, also, if we put your attention to the visuals on the right side of your screen as well, that is the West Bengal governor essentially meeting with victims of the Murshidabad violence. He had visited yesterday. He essentially visited them yesterday in Malda itself. Today, again, he is in Murshidabad, which is where the violence had occurred. And what he's going to be doing is going to be centered around a few different things. One is he is going to be meeting with, and he's rather met with the families of the victims of the Murshidabad violence, in which 3 had been killed. Beyond this, he's going to be assessing the law and order situation on the ground. As far as what the State Chief Minister, Mamta has said, she had earlier requested the governor not to head to Murshidabad, saying that efforts to restore harmony are underway on the ground. However, the governor had denied this and said that it was very important for an on-ground assessment to take place, which is why you see he's visiting Murshidabad today itself.